Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. 2026 is a year I vow to get back into sewing. So I've created an extensive list of sewing projects that I am so excited to start working on and that I cannot stop thinking about. So without further ado, let's get into it. I currently have no sewing projects on the go. I just recently finished a baby girl quilt for my friend who is about to have a baby in just a couple weeks now. And I have another friend who's about to have a baby in a couple months. She's having a little boy. So I'm gonna make him a quilt as well. My inspo has been this creator here. She has the most amazing eye and just creates the most stunning heirloom quilts. Now she does her little designs with applique and stitches each one on. I'm gonna try to give the same effect, but with block printing instead. So I'm thinking of either doing like a little car or a little teddy bear. Let me know which one you think would be best. But this is what I've got in terms of the inspo for the block printing. I think I'm gonna print on a very small scale patterned fabric. So it'll kind of give this layered look. I think it's going to be so cool. Next up, I started making this patchwork fabric a couple months ago with all of my scraps of fabric that are kind of in like a bluish color. So I do need to finish making that patchwork fabric because I still have quite a few squares to sew together. But my idea was to make a cute little patchwork teddy bear for my other friend who recently had a baby about a month ago. I made these cute teddy bears for my boys when they were very young. And I'm currently in the process of digitizing this pattern so I can share it with you guys and sell it on my Etsy. So while I'm in the midst of doing all that, I'm gonna make her a bear with this cute little patchwork fabric that I am kind of like halfway through making. Okay, next, my oldest son is born in April and I saw a couple of these banners on Pinterest that just are so cool. I love that it's like an actual huge banner versus the bunting banners. So I think I'm going to use this as a wonderful excuse to learn how to do applique with fabric. I've never done any sort of applique before. Not gonna lie, it's a little intimidating. I feel like I don't really know where to start. I'm gonna have to watch like a lot of tutorials and find a lot of inspo, but the idea is to make a cute little happy birthday banner that we'll be able to use for everyone's birthday every year, kind of slowly make all the decorations for all these holidays myself. That way I'm not buying new stuff every year. I think before I had kids, it was like, oh, whatever's trendy right now is what I wanna do. But now it's more like I want our Christmas decorations or birthday decorations to be these things that come out every year and spark that like nostalgia and have those memories tied to them. Okay, also for a birthday, but not until August, my younger son turns 2. And when his brother turned 2, I made him his first quilt. So that's what I'll be doing for our younger son as well. This is the quilt that I made for my oldest. It's one of the first quilts I've ever made. I'm actually so proud with how it turned out. Like I love all the colors. The Mickey Mouse designs in the middle of the quilt were from an old bed sheet that I thrifted. I have no clue at all what I'm going to do for my younger son for his birthday quilt, but I love the idea of giving them the same present every year for the age that they're turning, as far as like something that I make them. So first birthday, it was my birthday crowns that I made. Second birthday, a quilt. I don't know what I'm going to do for their third birthday, but my oldest turns 3 in April. So if you have any ideas of like cute little handmade gifts to make children, let me know. Okay, next up, this might seem super random, but I assure you it's not. We were really sick around Christmas time. And so staring at these ugly Kleenex boxes all day, I was like, they're just ruining the vibe, honestly. I saw these super cute fabric Kleenex box covers. They were selling them for like $30. And I don't know, when you know how to sew, you're like, I can make that to almost everything. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a pattern, make them. I will likely digitize that one and sell it so you guys can make it along with me. I think that would be such a wonderful beginner sewing project and something I'm like super excited to make. I don't know why I'm so excited to make them, but I'm just excited to cover all of these in our house with like a cute linen fabric, something that doesn't ruin the vibe in here. Okay, something I'm super excited that I really wanna do is dyeing fabric with food scraps. So you can dye fabric with like beets or avocado peels, onions, and it creates just the most stunning, naturally colored dyes. So I really want to dye a bunch of fabric in this like natural food dye and learn to do that. And then I think I want to take that fabric and make it into a wall hanging for over our bed. I'm thinking something kind of like this. Okay, now I also have these chairs that I thrifted for my children like 2 years ago for their playroom that have just been sitting in our storage. I haven't done anything to them, so I'm going to refinish them and then create these beautiful quilted like seat cushions. So our playroom can start being just a bit cuter. And then of course, if you follow me on my other social media channels, you know that I'm doing a quilt block a week. That's something I'm gonna keep doing all year. So every week I learn to make a different quilt block. The idea is that by the end of the year, I will have 52 quilt blocks that I can sew together for a quilt. Ideally, I think I'm gonna use it as like a wall hanging or something, but I am super excited. Definitely stay tuned for those if you wanna learn to make new quilt blocks with me. Okay, thus concludes my extensive list of sewing projects for 2026. And I mean, we're only a couple weeks into the year, so I just know the more time I spend on Instagram and Pinterest, the more projects I'm gonna keep adding to this list. So definitely subscribe to my channel if you're interested in seeing the progress of any of these projects. I put out new videos every Saturday morning, and make sure to check out my Etsy store where I sell PDF sewing patterns so you can sew along with me. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what project you're most excited to work on this year, and have a nice day. Bye.